Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you for tuning into your love read. There we go. For the main part of the read, I'm using the. Is it recording? Yeah, it is. I'm using the Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy, and for the supportive cards, the Angels Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. It looks different for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's fine. First half is for relationships, second half is for singles, and I pull out the oracle cards as necessary. Sagittarius, no. Partner, then, okay. We're going to do your partner first. I guess we'll put that over. Okay. All right. You are definitely loved. That's for sure. Your partner. They're going like. Is this together? Yeah. Okay. The situation where it currently stands is kind of where I'm starting. Your partner has the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. A lot of love coming your way from them. A lot of love. If this is hitting, you're feeling that love. You should be feeling it very strongly. And the love is flowing towards you, and I'm seeing the cards that are matching is Temperance and the Ten of Pentacles. You're feeling that love. You're feeling very secure. My first instinct is that you're giving the situation, something might not be to your liking here, and you're giving it a lot of patience because you're feeling that love, and you're knowing the love is there, and you're feeling very secure in the love. So if something isn't going to your complete liking, the love is pulling you through. Now, there is something here, though. I feel like there's something here not to your liking. And what's going on here is that there's work being done. The love is coming from your partner. They got the Knight of Pentacles. They're working on it. They're trying to make things better. You have the Eight of Pentacles. See, they're working on it and continuing to make progress. I'm tripping on that word. Is that not the right word to use? It's kind of like they're starting to make progress. Maybe that's better. I feel like starting is better. That's why I'm tripping on that word. Okay. And your continuing seems to be more of your thing. You're continuing to allow things to go on. You're continuing the effort. So they're starting to really make progress. This is dedicated progress. It might be slow, but it is building and it's going in a good direction. So that's good. Your side, you're continuing to allow the situation to persist. Now, I feel like you're being very patient here. You got the Temperance card. We just showed that here, too. But I feel like the way this is heading here, it's kind of like you're getting to a point where even though there's progress being made, it's feeling like a start on your partner's side. You've been holding on for a while. There might be kind of like a little bit of tension here because of that. Not because there's progress, but because this has been going on for a while, and you're seeing the progress now. You're seeing it start to go in the right direction. But I feel like there's like a build-up from this. Especially when I see the Page of Pentacles in your spiritual sense. This is something you've been dealing with for a while with your partner. Something is not to your liking here. And I feel like while you're seeing the changes start now, you're seeing the progress start now. I feel like you might be looking at this like it's just the beginning of where it needs to be. It's just scratching the surface. And I get there's kind of this wonderment, like if you really want to hold on. You're wondering if this really is going to work out. And there's something about this situation. You're wondering if it's going to go back to the level that it needs to go, or you're wondering if this change is going to be worth it. I feel like you're looking at it like it's just the start, and this has to go so much farther. Like, I feel like the way you're looking at it, you're like, there's so much that needs to be done. and I do see it starting to go in the right direction, but it's kind of like looking at it like in a far off sense, like how long is this going to take, and can I hold on for it? Yeah, and we're going to your next card here too. Is this the 6? Yep, 6 of Pentacles. While you are questioning it, you are holding on. I do feel like you're holding on. I feel like you're giving it the best chance you can. So it's not bad, but I feel like the situation might be kind of a bit heavy for you, and kind of like you're feeling like it's gone on for a while, and you're just like, ugh. I do see it's going in a better direction, but you know, how much longer for this? Like I feel like it's kind of like feeling just a little weathered down a little bit. I got the Empress on your partner side for the spiritual sense. It seems to be matching quite well the Page of Pentacles. I'm feeling like they're aware that you're kind of dissatisfied because of how long it's been going on and how much longer it's going to take to correct this, whatever the situation is. But I'm also feeling like they're trying not to address it too directly. They're trying to just kind of keep going, keep one step in front of the other, just keep trying to make it. I'm getting like they're taking the attitude of like, if I just keep making it better, it'll solve itself. I feel like they're watching you to see if there's something they really have to like get in there and fix, or if it can just like, I don't know, there's kind of like a worry here. Like they don't want to cause an argument, but they also don't want to completely neglect that you're unhappy, because they want to make sure that they keep this progressing in a way that makes you happy. Like they're trying to fix the situation, and they're seeing if there's a peaceful way to correct it without making it worse. And they're just I feel like they're looking back and they're realizing that you're kind of like, do I want to hold on? I feel like they're realizing this, and they're trying to keep pushing forward to show you there's something to hold on to. Alright, now, what is going on here? Because I'm seeing the 7 of Cups here with there's something better. Because I feel like they're aware of your... what word do I want to use here? Because I don't feel like you're not against the whole improvement. You want that. It's good. It's just, I feel like you've been it's been weathering on you for a while. And you want it to go faster, or you're just kind of like, it just feels like it's gone on for so long, and you're seeing like it has to go on for so much longer. It is getting better, but it's just looking like a long road. And I feel like they're looking at the possibilities, and they're trying to see if there's a way that they can make this better for you. They're looking at options just to make this a smoother road. And that love that they have for you, that's the catalyst on why they're doing this. They're aware of how you're feeling, and they're trying to make it better. They're trying to make improvements. It's very important to them. So they're looking at options. Whatever the situation is, and since it's a general read, I'm not going to try to pinpoint what exactly it is, but I do feel like it's something that's really important to you, that you're just like, you're seeing the improvement, but you're just kind of like, it's been a long road, and it's going to be a long road. I know it's getting better, but you're like questioning, like how much longer do you want to go on with this? Only because you're seeing this long road ahead. Even though there's an improvement now, I feel like you might be also kind of questioning if it has longevity. You might be. Now, the question is, what's happening here in the future? Because what we got on your partner side is the Magician's card, which makes things better. They're trying to make things... I feel like they're trying to change things, but then you got the 9 of Swords on your side, because I feel like they're changing direction. I don't feel like you like that. Even though they're trying to do something, because they're trying to make it an easier road, I'm getting this 9 of Swords on your side, like you're not happy with the change. And I realize this might not be the positive point we want here, but sugarcoating, I don't know. It's just what's actually happening here. So what is going on here? They're trying to make... I feel like they're making quick changes. I don't feel like that instills confidence in you because of this 9 of Swords. And you're just like, it was going in a good direction. Like, yes, I was doubtful, or yes, I was worried about the long road. But this change that they're doing, I feel like that makes you more nervous. I feel like this is more of a like... You're seeing this person with their hands their face in their hands, and I feel it's just like, oh boy, here we go. Here we go again. Like, we were making progress, and now you're changing the plan, and I don't like that. I feel like that's what's going on here. The thing that's connecting these two cards is the Six of Cups within the next few months. I feel like within the next few months, old patterns might repeat. And it's not about how much your partner loves you, it's about the situation. And I'm getting like patterns are going to repeat. I would like to give I would like to give like an uplifting, positive, things are going to be great. But I feel like patterns are going to repeat. It's just the honest, what's coming through. I don't want to just, give you a Disney ending because I feel like that's what some people want to hear. But what I'm really getting through, if this is hitting, I'm getting patterns are starting to repeat here. And I feel like that's really... I feel like that's what the Nine of Swords was worried about. And I feel like it does. I think it goes back to what it was. Which is unfortunate because the Knight of Pentacles was here. It was going in a good direction, but they changed direction and it caused problems. So, now I'm trying to figure, like, what would I always try to look at these, well, I try to, not always, but most of the time, if I was in your shoes, what would I want to get from this? Because I suppose if you have the foresight on this, and it's in the beginning here, I guess if you could be a little bit more, I don't know if you want to come off a little more, I don't know if that's fair, because the situation is really heavy is what I'm feeling for you. I don't know if you can connect with it and give more encouragement to your partner to keep on this Knight of Pentacles. Like, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that, only because I'm thinking this is something that's gone on a while, and I'm not even sure that would work. But I just feel like the way this is going, old patterns are going to repeat, and part of me's like, the energy here, maybe that's going to happen anyway, no matter how you react. I almost feel like it's outside of your sphere of influence. Even though your partner seems to be aware that you're not completely happy with how things are going, but you're not completely discontent either, I feel like that's what they're not realizing. The love is there. These patterns are repeating. I just feel like it's outside your sphere of influence to change that. All right. I would like to see if but that bothers me. Is there anything else we can do to change that? I feel like maybe it's just best that you know where this is going. And I'm thinking the Page of Pentacles might also, the reason you have here in your spirituality, the kind of like seeing a long road ahead, but a little worried about it, is because you know the pattern here. You're probably all too familiar with the pattern. That's why it's been a long road. But you try. You know that your partner loves you. You're trying. I mean, you're doing your best. And just because you have a realistic attitude towards it, that shouldn't be a reason for your partner to abandon these plans that they're going for. So I don't feel like you're doing anything wrong. I really don't. And I feel like it's outside your sphere of influence. Like, they're just doing what they're doing. But this is a pattern. If this is hitting with you, I feel like you're viewing this, your partner has a pattern and you're seeing it. They are trying their best, but I feel like patterns are repeating. I really do, and it's going to happen within the next few months. Maybe that's what you need to know. All right, I'm going to wrap this part up. Let's do Sagittarius singles. Okay, information for Sagittarian singles. Empowering information to help them understand what's going on, to help them empower themselves to move forward in life the way they want to. Bring as much information and clarity to help the people who watch as much as possible. Okay, definitely going to do some oracle cards. Alright, so this is single Sagittarian. Got some strong energies here. Sagittarian. Alright, we only got 2 this time, but that's okay. This is what I'm centering on the strongest. In the center, you have the King of Cups and the Lover's card. So I'm really feeling like, if this is hitting for you, is this the other person? How you come together? Alright, so you're coming together. I feel like the King of Cups is explaining how you come together. You both seem to be very, how do I put this, stable on how you feel. Seems to be a good communication going on. A strong caring for the other, looking out for the other. The Lover's card is here as well. This is seeming like, even though you're single, this is a singles reading, it seems like you're going right into a relationship fairly soon. Like, I'm getting like there's a strong connection. A very strong connection. And both of you want to move forward. Like the Lover's card here. Things are taking a life of their own. I'm noticing now the past card here is the King of Swords. I'm actually getting it might have been kind of a struggle to make this happen. Like, if it was a date or some type of, however you came together, I feel like it was a struggle to finally get together and spend some time together. I feel like that was a struggle for whatever reason. There was some type of problems, or like I feel like I'm getting like there was some effort to make that happen, and it was a little bit like it kept getting pushed off or something to that effect. Like there was a struggle to get here. And I'm also getting the overall energy, the Five of Wands. And I'm getting this with the King of Swords in the past too. I really do get there's a struggle to get here. However that hits for you, whether plans were falling through, or things were getting in the way and you had to cancel, or the other person had to cancel. I feel like there's a bevy of reasons, but it was quite the ordeal to get to the point where you could actually hang out together and do whatever you wanted. It took some to get there. But the Justice card at the bottom here this is where everything's based from. It was going to work out. You guys were going to have this moment. So it pushed forward. There was some, I feel like plans dropping through, things getting in the way, rescheduling, things like that. Seems like that's what got you here. But then when you got here, like I feel like it was a very good moment. And I'm getting like there's maybe 2-3 dates. 2-3 dates, 2-3 weeks, something like that. And then you got the Ace of Wands with the no need to worry. I'm getting like things go really quick. Things go really quick. And I'm feeling like whatever that stage is next for you, that next level, you're jumping right into it. Like I'm getting there's a committed relationship starting pretty quick here. Because you're both agreeing on how you feel about each other, what your goals are, what you want to do. And you're like, you know what? You both seem to be on agreement. Like, let's just jump in and do this and see where it goes. The environment is the Magician card. Like, I feel like it might be more, let's be fair. You have the Page of Cups for where you're standing. The other person has the Magician. I feel like the other person might be more forthcoming with starting a relationship, getting this going in a relationship, like relationship oriented, in the sense of like, let's just do it. And you're just like, yep, I'm in, let's do it, I'm in. The Page of Cups, that's the beginning of love. That's something where the feelings are there, the connection's there, the chemistry is there. It's just about building the connection. And in this situation, I feel like all the components are there, they just have to be explored, and the more you explore this person, the deeper this is going to get. I'm also getting the Knight of Pentacles for you here in your thoughts with the page. I do feel like you need some time to really sink into this. While you are conducive, like the chemistry is there, you both seem to be on the same page on what you want, everything seems to be matching up. I do feel like you are taking the attitude of like, you know, I need to get to know this person more. While I feel like you're getting into a committed relationship, I don't know. I feel like there's still safeguards. You're still getting to know. You're still building the relationship. So you're still viewing it like you're building the relationship, but you are like in this exclusive mode. Like I'm dating you, you're dating me, nobody else. Good. Yes. Okay. Now, the question is, what are we seeing here in the future? No, I get the a year from now, and then the Four of Swords. The year from now, I do like to warn people. That's usually a card that's about. I usually use this example. Like, I grew up with Christmas, and I remember when I was a kid, September to December was a lifetime away. Like that would constitute a year from now because that's how it felt. So this is just saying that's how this feels. This is kind of like, so if a year is that way for you, that could be a year. 6 months to 8 months is about that for you. That's what that could be. Year and a half, 2.5 years, same difference. It's just basically saying there's a notable amount of time here, something you would consider a long time. But with the Four of Swords, I feel like you're at this spot where you're just kind of like, there's, after a while, I feel like things move forward quick here. You got the Ace of Wands. The thing is, it gets to the Ace of Wands, and I'm getting with the Four of Swords here. Wherever it goes right away, I feel like it gets I feel like it stagnates there. It gets very comfortable, and it doesn't seem to progress beyond that. It's interesting because it gets this far really quick. Like it jumps ahead really fast. And then it just kind of levels out but it's good for you at the time because you want to get to know this person more. And that's great. I feel like though it becomes very comfortable and whatever it's become, it stays. And after about, a year from now, 6 to 8 months, maybe a year and a half, 2.5 years, it's basically just warning you, like this stage, you're going to get to a point where you don't want this anymore. Like you want it to progress. Or, it's at a point where it's just become it's stagnated at this spot. For this reason, you might want to build, if you're coming to this, if you're going into this, you might want to build in checkpoints. Okay, 6 or 8 months out, you might want to be like, you know what, let's make a date, or let's somehow, how do I want to put this? Because I feel like when this starts off, you're going to have some type of conversation like, yes, we're committed, but let's not go too far. Like it's the Ace of Wands. It's not the end of it. It's the beginning. When you're starting this, I feel like you're jumping in, there's a quick move forward, but then there's let's go this far, but let's not go past a certain point. When you're at that moment, if you also take it to the next step where you're like, for now, let's not go past this point, but let's say April 10th or something like that. Let's make plans for April 10th. We're going to get together and we'll discuss if we want to go farther or what we think about what's going on. Or, a year from now, at our anniversary, let's make sure that we discuss how we think things are going and if we think it's going farther or backward. Or, make a checkpoint where you're going to be plan ahead of time when you're going to talk about where you see the relationship going. I don't know if I'm saying this right. A certain date or something where you're going to get together. Maybe you're going to plan a trip next summer and you're just let's plan this trip. Let's plan for something then. And if we go on that trip, then we'll decide whether how we want to go farther or if this isn't going to work out. Something like that. Because I feel like you're in danger of hitting this point where the other person gets very comfortable and it might stagnate. But if you have this already set up in the future where you're going to hit this point and then you guys are going to talk about it and decide, are we going to go forward? Are we not? It's going to plant that seed in the other person's mind and your mind to be ready at that point to decide, is this going farther or not? Because I feel like it's going to get very comfortable for the other person and it's going to stagnate. And it might not go forward or backward. It'll just stay where it is and it could just stay there even longer. So when you get to that point, you're going to want to have this conversation. If you plan this ahead of time, like now, this won't be an issue. This moment will come. I feel like this moment will still come, but you'll be like, well, in 3 to 4 months, we're gonna we're going to do this, and then we're going to talk about it there. And it still makes feel like you don't really care for this, you're feeling stuck, but you're going to see that resolution in the future. It's going to make it easier for you. You're going to see, like, well, at least I have this, so I know at that point we're at least going to talk about it, so I can wait till then. It's not ideal for me, but at least I know it's coming. Okay, I feel like that's the big point here. All right, anything else with this? All right, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.